What's up? It's your boy Tricker coming at you with another new Let's Play Biomutant. We're gonna be playing this alongside Oblivion, so we don't get burned out on one or the other. And I gotta say, oh look, the Unreal Engine. Been a while since I've seen that. Kind of looking forward to this. Don't really know nothing about it. Haven't seen a video, no Let's Plays, no nothing. So yeah, turn that up. Your boy's blind. So let's see what the game's all about. Yo, is that Jiminy Cricket? My boy. Is that us? You're a cat guy. That ain't good. Hello? Biomutant. Yo, we turned on the jets. We're running. Uh-oh. We up the blicky. And we out of bullets. Rookie mistakes. Weave. Uh-oh. We got lightning powers? Yo. He didn't want the... What is that? Is that a mine? Is that like a sea mine? What? Is there a whole room full of sea mines? Wow, alright. We got hold. Alright, first thing first, the language. We're gonna pick English because that's the only one we know. We didn't learn no other languages growing up. Alright, just that one.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant.
Keep it 100. We're gonna play it on medium. Like the addition of a narrator. Always rock with that. Man, look at Jiminy Cricket. Look at Jiminy go. Hey, it's us again. And now we're in that character creator. And right off the back, we got, what is this, 6 different classes we could pick from, which is great. Kind of look at it, it's like from your super strong guy, super like agile to strength to a little bit of dex, a little bit of strength. You know how it is. And I was like, you know what? I'm really liking that bartering down there. I saw that originally. I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go with high barter, get some free stuff. We're going to be adorable as possible. But I was like, I could be strong though. Maybe my next playthrough, we'd be real bad, real strong. Right? So we're going to go ahead and pick the last one, I think. And then from there, because yeah, it took me a long time. I was just flopping through all of these. Now we get this wheel here to let us tone it in. And I'm going to keep it a buck. I spent way too much time in here. I was like, what happened if I go all the way to charisma? And I was like, that's kind of dope. Stay in the middle. I was kind of thinking about staying in the middle, keeping a little bit of average. But as you can see here, I couldn't make my own decisions. I was like, do I want to be super charisma and make everything up with skill? I could just be really good at the game and get stuff for free, but I don't think I go with that. I think I went kind of like more charisma, intelligent based, because I want to use the psi powers, the key, the electricity. I want to throw that around for this playthrough. I think that'll be kind of fun, especially for my first one. And then, as you can see here, like I said, spent a lot of time on this menu. And then we made it this menu for like resistance. And at this point, I was like, how can I keep it even? And I kind of teased it in. I went +1 on all of them. And then we're going with the colors, just seeing what we got. I want to go with like something bright, but not too bright. Want to stand out, want to look popping. We're very charismatic. Tried to do some green. Didn't want to look like I was poisonous. Then I think I went with purple. Purple and like a white, I want to say. Or purple and like a, that kind of look cool. Probably should have stuck with that one. But nah. I didn't want to be too crazy like that neon green one over there. Yeah, we went purple and white. And then weapon. You got sniper rifle, side guy, dual wields. I kind of went with magic powers. I want to see what that was about. Side freak. That's what I went with. I want to see what this whole little arcane. Saboteur is my next playthrough. My evil playthrough. And now we should be ready to go. Let's start the tutorial proper. Don't we look handsome? Look at us. And now we're in the game proper. Welcome to the tutorial.
Past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
Oh yeah. First things first, you know you gotta do a 180. See what's back there.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living.
We got choices, everyone.
It's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
I was looking at these and I'm like, I'm a loyal type of guy.
Myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise, an echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
I was immediately upset by the voice.
Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I like his voice.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't
Oh no.
find who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Yo, just smack the lights out up out of here. I got light points, even though I'm like, I don't know if I want to be light or not. Be good. Is it like Mass Effect Paragon?
Sometimes.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna go left. You told me I picked right, I'm gonna go left. See what's over here. Thought I'd be different. And so far, the game is very colorful, very bright. I kind of like that.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Oh, free food? You know your boy love free
Do you
stuff.
remember
Let's see what we got.
the that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Are we petting it? Did we eat it? Oh, big boy. Oh, that's the dude who was chasing us earlier. Look at him. Why is he so big? Now, I'm going to keep it 100. I don't know why there is no gunshot noises. It's not in the game. The game's not playing it. So, I guess they muted the gunshot noises. Like, it's in there, but it's very muffled. But it's fine, though. At this point, I'm like, I'm starting to regret picking magic. I'm like, I really like the gunplay. I like standing in the back just popping around. Uh-oh. I had combos. Lightning combo. Look at this. I did it. What heel kicked his weapon in half? Nerd.
You better make a run for it. This is not
And that is a
to end
deep sea
this
mine
story.
that he just rotating around. All right. Told me to run. I'm gone. Hit the dash. Oh, we got 2 title cards. Word?
This time, It was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
All right, we're in the bunker. It is a, look at that, it is a mine. I'm like, what is this? Figuring out the controls. I was trying to shoot it. I still wondering like where's the gun sounds, but all right. Yeah, we ain't gonna worry about the gun sounds anymore. Time to move on forward. If I'm not mistaken, coming up next is gonna be like a group fight. And you're gonna see here that your boy's not that good. Not yet anyway. I'm gonna be doing a lot of button mashing.
Isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die.
I do know that this game have an extensive move list that gets upgraded. Right? That's all a little bit of it. But you're not gonna see me utilize that for a hot minute. Alright? Because in the heat of the moment, I'm just hitting that square button like repeatedly. Or just pulling that right trigger. Look at that. Already pulling that right trigger. Kinda pull out the gat. Alright, if a game gives me a gun, I'm gonna shoot it. Alright, it's in my DNA. And that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to like mix it up. But you know, I'm the type that like I don't wanna get hit. Period. In a fight. So if you give me long range, I will stay there. I'm trying to mix it up. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. See, I keep doing that. Is there a lock on? So like the camera will stick to one dude? Cause that's one of my biggest problems. Like right here. I don't know where I'm shooting at. Cause the camera just facing the other way. Maybe I need to be playing this claw style or something. But we're about to finish this last guy off real quick. And a wrap. And now we get up out of here. Continue on. We're gonna do a quick little searchy search. You know, just in case. I was like, can I get out of here? Nope. Invisible wall. Alright, time to move on. Yep. Moving on we go. Made it to my first chest. Got this, I want to say it was like a electric module. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. I read this, didn't comprehend it. Alright, just kind of skimmed through it. Didn't really put it to memory. Didn't know this was a consumable, like one-time use. Once you use it up, it's done. I thought it was just a permanent upgrade. So I just auto-equip it right up here. And just go to town in the next room with this. Pretty much wasting it. Alright, like, boop, equipped it. I was like, there we go. Got the hill. I was like, what is this? Eat it, whatever. And then we come over here and we get a health box. Or a health duffel bag. After the duffel bag, we go into this room and guess what we find? A toilet. Yep. I was like, can I sleep on that? Nah, but no, we found a legit toilet. I was like, yo, let me stick my hand in there. What we get? We got a handle. A utility handle for something. Forgot, I couldn't read it. It's for whatever it is. We got this, probably for crafting or whatever. We haven't got to that point in the game yet. Up the chain we go. Look at that forearm strength. Your boy swole. Running around, and we up here. Game, like I said, game looks really good. Sludge soaker. There's sludges and it's a hazard. It'll slow you down if you get in it. So don't touch it. And then here, like, we got these boys right here. Remember I told you I put that consumable on? Just started blasting away. And just wasted it all on this fight right here. There's also a boss fight. Look at that. Just dumped it. Didn't even do it on the boss. Parried him. Look at that. I got the parries off. Not really good at it. Don't really know what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of like timing it when they swing. And this is where I got in the sludge and I realized, oh, that's a mistake. Get up out of it. Started hitting this man with the combos. I got those hands too. Accidentally hit the map. I don't know what I did at that moment in time to hit the map. I want to say I hit right on the D-pad or the touchpad on the PS5 controller. Not sure. But either way, we finished that fight up. And then there was like, oh, you can loot enemies. And I was like, I didn't do that. I didn't do that on the last enemies in the back. So I know for a fact, I run back there to go check. And I'm probably going to need to cut that out. So be right back. And we're back. Time to head through the door. What we got? Oh, more goobers. All right, bet. As you can see, I'm just clicking because I keep forgetting and bam, bro, put that right on my head. And I was like, oh, we could shoot those barrels. Bet. I wish I knew how to aim this gun. I'm just kind of pulling the trigger and basically letting Jesus grab the wheel. So, homeboy stood there. I'm like, oh, we could blow it up. Shoot the bomb in his hand. Shoot it. No. All right. I did a new move right there, like a front slide, dump the whole magazine or chamber. I feel like I'm shooting a revolver. And then I'm like, hit the barrel, kaboom. I like this. I like the art style of this game. Very colorful, cartoony, comic booky. The narrator's great. Pack these boys up. Time to get the looting. More health items. Ended up hoarding a good bit of these. And I was like, anything else around here? Got the health. I'm like, let me grab the smallest one I got. Like, give me that 50. I don't need all of it. We want to save it. I was like, what's over here? Let me just take a quick look. More sludge. We're not getting in that. We don't want to. I'm like, let me just check this last little bit. Can I hop this wall? Nah. There ain't no grapple or anything like that. Even though I don't know why I tried hopping the wall. We're going over there. And I keep using X to interact with stuff. And that's not it. X is not interact. It's triangle. Anything in there? Nope. Doesn't hurt to look. Doesn't hurt to be thorough. I don't know what type of game this is. If there's stuff hiding in places or is everything a straight line. I'm not 100% sure. So, hey, look, a car. Would also like to know where we at in the world. I'm pretty sure this is like dystopia of Earth. And I think we got another boss fight coming up. Look at my boy. He got a car door. Why are they so much bigger than me too, by the way? Like, I just want to know. Like, why are they so much bigger? Like, everybody is so much bigger than me. Hit him with the lightning bolts. We're going to keep our distance, right? That's our game plan with this character. I'm not really trying to get into, you know, hand-on-hand combat. Close quarters. CQB, if you will. Kaboom. I love that. That's my favorite explosion. But, yo, my pistol is doing work, though. It's chonking. And that dude's chonking, too. Get him off me with an explosion. Boy, John Wicking it. I'm trying to think of a cat pun for John Wick, and I can't. Wow. Broski got the blunderbuss back there. He was destroying my health bar. Oh, got the big boss out the way. Give him the beats. Level 2. We upgraded. We're the best. All right, so now we're at level 2. I'm like, let me go loot these dead bodies real quick. I'm like, nothing on him. Let me go loot the big guy. Nothing on him. Oh, never mind. There was something on him. It was like a health item. And then I'm like, do I need to heal? Use one of these? I use that. Not 100% sure normal that does. And yeah, I'm going to the level up. Now here's something interesting about a level up. You just pick one stat and it raises it up by 10. I want to say. So that was kind of interesting. I think I want to go with. Did I go with luck or did I go with intelligence? I'm not 100% sure. I think I want to do more mind magic, so I went with intelligence. Gotta be able to make that hit harder. You gotta be smart. Look at the big brain. Now this is where you can unlock, like I said, that extensive combat moves. Like, look at all of these combat. Like circle, X and R trigger, just right trigger to shoot. I was like, I could get this. I was really thinking about it. But I was like, hold on, there was another option right here. And I was like, let me look at these combos again. Square, 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 all of that. And I think I go with this. Yeah. Square, square, triangle. Here's the thing, right? I didn't look at that move, like the little animation that it was getting. So I didn't know exactly what it was, and I forgot the combination right now. But in a few minutes, I pull the move off, and I lose my mind.
From the once was a rare sight.
Yo, what language is that? Side note, that's a crowbar, my boy. Who puts a crowbar behind glass? Alright, I mean, a crowbar is useful, but I'm used to seeing like axes and fire hoses behind those. Trying out some moves. Trying to remember, you know. As we move through these levels, a lot of big open
That
spaces.
pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Ah. I thought we beat it. Nope. Oh, button mashing? King of that. Talk about special stuff, like special areas you can use the crowbar on. Nothing important. Down we go.
Whoa.
Whee.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Rusty's trying to leave. I ain't ready to leave. Yeah. Like, wow, this has been fun crawling through whatever we are. I was like, I thought we needed to run and jump. Still landed in the water. So I did that wrong. But it counted. I don't care. A win's a win. What the old saying? Whether you win by an inch or a mile? Exactly.
The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Now, here's the thing. When the narrator said that, and I heard it in game, I legit thought that was a negative thing. Like, if they touch me, it's going to do something bad to me. So as you see, as I fight these boys, I stay as far away as possible from them. I try not to get close because I'm thinking something bad is going to happen. They're going to ruin my DNA. So I'm chucking everything I got, shooting every bullet I got. Just not trying to get hit. Just spamming the circle and jump button. Come to find out, that is not the case at all. It's an item they drop that is useful as an upgrade item. But like I said, the way the narrator narrated that to me, I thought it was a negative thing. And I was freaking out. I'm like, no, don't touch me. No. Side note, these boys got a lot of health. I need to find a way to get this pistol to do a lot more damage. Oh, I got a parry off. Disappeared. I will have to say, though, my dodging skills is on point. If I don't want you to touch me, you ain't gonna never touch me. Your boy got the move. Look at that. See, there's the bio point. That's the stuff they drop. It's not a negative thing. And I think at some point I realized that. I don't think it's here. I think it's like when there's one dude left. I realized, oh, it's not a detriment. We want these. But yeah, I'm hitting the move, backflip, front flips. I'm Neo in the Matrix. Your boy Bright Purple hitting the beats. Look at that. Beat him. See, that's when I learned, like, oh, it's not a negative thing. We want those. We cop them. Easy work. Pack them up. I don't think I go and spend them. I don't. Because I didn't know what to do. I'm like, any more going to come out? Did we break that? I'm like, nope. All right. Time to go. Just checking around, seeing if there's any more items. They drop anything. For some reason, I had trouble getting on the chain. Look at that forearm strength. So strong. And then, right, I'm like, whoop, what's over here? Nothing. Aha, there's a chest over there. Look at it. I'm like, huh, I'll forget that. Oh, okay, I see what you want me to do. I see what you want us to do. I'm like, did we jump across? No. Over here, messed it up immediately. Immediately messed up. Thought I could hop back up there. Can't do it. You're not going to be able to. You don't get enough height. So I'm like, all right, back up the chain we go. Round 2, I have a better idea. I was trying to see if you could swing on the chain, like back and forth Prince of Persia style. You can't. It's just a little physical. But look, you can hit the wall. The character got like a wall jump, like boop, wall jump. And you can still hit the double jump after the fact. Like, watch. Double jump, wall jump, bam. Killing it. Look at this movement. Bam, give me my chest. Free chest, give me all the loot. I got a new cap. Look at me, I'm being adorable.
Loves a good hat.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Everyone do loves a good hat. And your boy got one. We styling on him. Straight wilding on him. And here we go. About to head. What's the next section? I think we meet our first NPC. I want to say. Coming up. Also, where are we at? In a bunker or something? Or a school?
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
Toxanol. Like Evil Corp. I just find that name funny. The Toxanol Corp. The Evil Corp. Just evil, toxic people. Hey, here's the minigame. So, sum it up. The smarter you are, the more moves you have to complete the puzzle. The dumber you are, the less moves. Right? But it's basically line it up, white to white, yellow to yellow. It's not that complicated. I'm just taking my time reading through it because I'm like, oh, puzzles, while I'm good at them, I tend to be dumb a lot of the time. And I kind of figured it out immediately. This isn't a hard one. This is the first one teaching you what a puzzle is. And I'm like, all right, I just got to wrote this one. Boom, done. Now we get an old-timey film.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And
yeah, you shouldn't do that.
But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Woo! So basically, just all the toxic waste, dump it in the ocean. And because we did that, now you got this cat man. And other mutant beasts on the planet.
The sound of spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Uh-oh, ready for this 10,000 IQ play? Yeah, don't go over there. Go over here first.
It's puzzling to short circuit the door.
Quick puzzle, boom.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Don't worry about it. We got the big brain. We don't only just look good. We smart too. We big smart. Big smart in our leather jacket and our fuzzy cap. And now we run into our boy, out of date.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Which is an interesting name, by the way, to be called out of date. But hey, my boy's getting it in with a wheelchair and a blunderbuss. He don't care. He's ready for it. He's like, get up. Oh, right here. At that point, when I did that, I'm like, yo, is that Leaf Hurricane? I lost my, at that point, I started spamming it. It was square, square, triangle. And I was like, yo, remember that move I told you I didn't really look at? Yeah, this is it. Leaf Hurricane, my boy. You could just pop it off regardless if you got an enemy or not. You could just do it. I'm like, yeah, come here. Boom. I spam this move. It's my new favorite move. I don't care. I'm just, look at that. Boom. I can't tell me I'm not Rock Lee with a glat. Run out of date. Run. Will yourself to victory, my boy. I got you. Leaf Hurricane these boys. I think you could kind of move them in the air for like when you want to slam them down. But I am giving these boys the beats. Keep accidentally hitting the map, but it's all good though. So we get back into the fight. And look at this. You got to get a Leaf Hurricane too.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to
Oh,
the
he
Legion
died.
before backup arrives.
And I'm like, let me go loot. I'm like, I see it, all these glows. I'm like, let me pick all of this up. Got candy, 200 health. I'm like, we don't need it. I think I eat one anyway. Just cause. Yeah. Picking up all the scrap. Like I said, probably for crafting. We just haven't made it there yet. Oh, what's this? Get that up. Got some pills, some blue pills. I'm like, I don't need to pop any. Yeah. We're gonna keep going. Close the door behind us and let's go talk to Out of Date. A new friend, an old friend, an out of date friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
And a flashback. A new friend. Look at the colors, bro. Bright green. Reds. Alright. Way back in the long ago. Immediately run backwards. You never know. There might be something back there. And invisible wall. Like straight up invisible wall. Alright, time to move forward. We're going into, I think, our hometown. It looks pretty. It's nice. It got like an Eastern feel. You know, Eastern Asian type deal. Best before. The fawn.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
Muma. Bro. Sound like he's trying to do the jazz.
You're such a good child.
No, not jazz, blues.
Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato people, my boy.
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep calling them the potato people.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer.
My man is trying to serenade and marinade with the blues.
Get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
All right. We're just gonna run up here and kick a bush. If I'm not mistaken. It's like, hiya. Bink.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone.
I'm telling you, my boy Best Before,
The
you gotta hit album at him.
energy is just what the pensine needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the nono as they become one with the tree.
Can we eat
You'll
them?
need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
I legit thought he had a lacrosse net. Alright, we got the net. Time to go get him. There he is. And I miss. And I miss again. Like, bruh, come here, you potato.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Look at that. We're learning how to become one with the tree with the potato people. I thought I could like hit another one, get more out. Guess not. This is all tutorial. And bloop. Look at the roots just grow up and out and back in again.
Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Hold on, so Best Before just gonna
One day,
do this his whole life?
won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us.
I haven't met my Mooma
He
yet.
says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good.
Alright.
No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
Yo, my mom does raids on people? Word?
He lost you there.
You sound like a gangster.
But no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the tree of life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain.
You were the best?
The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that the World Eaters arrived.
Made a mistake. I should have went with the World Eaters.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land. The apocalypse sparked a re-evolution, the second coming, and our lineage.
Yeah, I already knew that.
His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route.
I like how these like the Dark Souls bosses.
Noko has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Why everything got a puff at the end of it?
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own.
Of course not. You need your
He wants
boy.
you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Noted. Tree gotta live.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Hey, look at the lacrosse stick. Another world, baby. I was like, can I pick this up? What is this? Nothing? Alright, time to go. See you later, out of date. You were a real OG back in the day. You had a hit album in you.
Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
I was like, do I want to look around? There ain't nothing here. Time to go. Time to get about the tutorial. Time to explore the wide world at Toxicorp. That's not their name. I won't call them Toxicorp though. That's what I'm gonna call them. Destroyed. Look at it. We made it out. We're in the real world.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
4 title cards before we actually start the game. But I respect it though. So this is where we're going to end it here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you in the next part. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you later. Hey, it's your boy Trey.